So a short video about this topic. So first of all, give yourself time. Give yourself at least 30 days if you need it, to really get into the vibration of wanting to be or show up as your true self, and date a wealthy man. What I mean by that is, if you've been used to dating other kind of men, if you've been used to dating men that are not wealthy, and you've been used to settling, now you want to date a different kind of man. It's gonna take you being different. That's the first thing. You have to understand what that means. Like that means it's a different expectation, both from you and from him. It's a different way of being. It's, you're gonna go to different places. You're gonna be expected to be different, which also leads me into the behavior change that you also have to go through. You have to give yourself time to do that. Start getting into wealthy habits, having a little bit of wealthy habits, which means throw away all of your old shoes, shoes that are like, that are old, worn out, that don't look, anything that doesn't look like it's expensive, it's abundant, it's luxurious. If you have old clothes that don't fit you anymore, just give them away. Give them away, or throw them away. If you have shoes that are worn out, throw them away or give them away if someone else can wear them. Underwear. If you have underwear that is all like old and worn out, also throw that away, because you're creating space now for having not just newer things, but also a little bit more expensive things. If you're gonna buy underwear now, buy underwear that's a little bit more expensive. This is what I mean by having a wealthy mindset. If you're used to buying underwear if you're not used to really caring about your underwear, or maybe you just buy cheap underwear, now you want to date a wealthier man. It's not just about you. It's not just about him. It's also about you. Now you buy underwear that's a little bit more expensive. That costs at least, maybe, I don't know, 20 pounds or 30 pounds for one piece, one set of panties, or even 50 pounds. It's better for you to have one, no, well, not one, maybe two good ones, than to have like 10 cheap, cheap ones, because you're also building up your habit of being a little bit, having wealthier mindsets, wanting better things, wanting quality things, and investing in quality things. Not going for bargain, not looking for bargains. If you see something that is luxurious, that is quality, that you want to buy, if you don't have the money right now, wait until save up until you have the money and then buy it. Don't go to a shop and then go straight to the sales rack. All of those are habits that you have to give up, because now you're creating space for more wealth in your life. So you have to start acting like that. I don't know what's scratching. Oh, okay. So yeah, so give yourself, that's why you need to give yourself some time. If you haven't been like this, give yourself like at least 30 days to start getting into these habits, having these kind of habits. The same thing with clothes. If you're used to buying just cheap clothes, bargain hunting, going to the sales rack, but you only buy them because they're cheap, or you always look for a bargain even when it's not something that you really want, go for the thing that you really want. Even if it's a little bit more expensive, but you want it, go get that for yourself. So so everything, like I said, everything that's worn out in your wardrobe, throw it out, give it away, or and create space for more wealth. What else? Like I made a post in the YouTube, is it YouTube and TikTok? If you're also dating right now, if you're dating or you're in a relationship with someone who is not up to your standard, you have to figure out how you're going to end that. You cannot be in two vibrations at the same time. You cannot say you want to start dating wealthy men, and still be with broke men. It doesn't work like that. That is one of the costs of this. You can't say you want this up here, but then still keep that. You have to sustain. That's a sacrifice you have to make. You know. So you have to decide what you really want. And it's about standards. Like I keep saying, it's really about standards, and standards take sacrifice sometimes. You have to stand there, and even when you don't see evidence, even when you don't know what's going to happen, when you keep that standard, when you say that this is the kind of man that I want, and you have no clue of whether you're going to meet him in the next month or 2 months, whatever, you still have to keep that standard. You don't go back and then and then say, let's say you meet somebody who doesn't meet your standards, but you say, oh, let me just give this guy a chance because at least he's here, or at least he's after me, or at least he wants me. No. If he doesn't meet your standard, do not create space for him to be in your life, because then that means you're going against your own desire. It means you're doubting yourself, you're second guessing yourself, and you're not giving space for what you truly want to appear in your life. So yeah, just a few things. I didn't want to spend that much time on this because I'm gonna do another video. But yeah, give yourself some time. Prepare yourself and start doing these kind of little practices yourself. It's like I always keep saying, change is about you. It's not about what you want, even though what you want is part of you, but it's like you're changing yourself. So if you want to date a wealthy man, if you want to date wealthy men, you yourself, you have to have a wealthy mindset. Like I said, that doesn't mean you have to be a millionaire or a billionaire yourself, but you have to have wealthy mindsets. You can't be looking for cheap things, wanting cheap things all the time, bargaining, what do you call it? Is it bargaining? Haggling. Haggling to lower costs all the time. If you want something and it costs a certain price, buy it. Don't be haggling it, because it's like you have to imagine, okay, now if I'm in a relationship with a wealthy man, would he be standing there haggling with me while I'm with him? Let's say we travel, we go to, I don't know, Italy, we're in a luxurious hotel. Will he be standing there with me haggling for a meal? No, he won't be doing that. So you don't do that. And as you create more and more wealthy habits, you create more space for a wealthy man or a wealthy man to come in. But yeah, this is how you open the door, and you keep that standard. Keep your standards, even when you don't have any evidence. You have to have the faith that it's going to happen. All right, okay. Let me just stop it here because I'm going to do another live, I think, tonight. All right, bye-bye.